you stay at the level where you are, I don't think you'll be able to balance the 21st century teenagers and children. That's we have.
I feel we should not give excuses for those that left the church because there was no room for them. Because you need to be matured enough. That's what we learn during training period.
There's someone I love particular. I love him. Yeah. So much. His songs, and it doesn't mean that there's a particular, song he sang recently. And I had a time where I had tears in my eyes. It was very, very bouncy and all. Dances where, and they told us that we were demon, inspired dance or whatever. We shouldn't care for such.
Actually.
I want to be
One money for me.
He's in your area more.
No
bound.
Go on,
welcome to another episode of Dicey Matters, and my name is Polusho, with the PHOLL. You. Welcome, Esther. It's so good to have you here. Welcome, Victoria. Thank you. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Bishop Shin. Thank you so much for, coming in for. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I know that, both started, if people do this, here and there. But we also want to know what it is that people, think about this. Well, I guess let's just talk about this. We're going to be talking about, and here's some acceptable secular songs. I think that's where we're going to start from. As we did, in a previous episode, I think I like the tactic when I just give you a fuller answer of yes or no. And here's some acceptable secular songs. Wish best. Finish that for me. What do you think?
All right, thank you so much for you. Yeah, I think yes, there are some acceptable secular songs.
Okay. Where? Yeah, there's. Hey, Katie, what have believers with this is? I am you, Adios. Okay. Actually, in there. Yes, no. The music minister is trying to cut corners here. Please, for us, there's still secular songs. Okay. I think I'm safe. If a music minister is saying that they are accepting secular songs. So I think we want to say, what kind of accepting secular songs I'm hearing? Because if there are secular songs, why are they acceptable as believers? I'm here and say, I feel they're acceptable because possibly it's passing a message of change. If they're referring to our leaders to rise up to do something about what's going on in society. Should we say there are songs that are not acceptable, but they're actually calling for girl? They are calling for everyone to come together as one body to fight against whatever is opposed society. So I feel that whether they're secular singers, they're trying to pass across a message in their own way, the way they feel they can. So whether they're passing across a message in a secular way, in a gospel way, I feel it's acceptable in as much as. So, you think we're not cutting corners when we say that there are some acceptable secular songs and then some are not acceptable? What exactly does secular mean? I feel that secular means out of us.
Talking about other religions, afro, which we have to do with those, And okay, let me just contribute to what she just said. These are some acceptable secular songs because it's not everyone that will come to sing about the Christians talk about Jesus and everything. And that's the church. It's not everybody. So there's always a place for secular. Look at this guy, Johnny Drill. I don't even know him. We shouldn't. We like love now, so we like a bit need to them, I guess. So Johnny Drill sings a whole lot of love songs there. And in fact, during the Valentine period, as the churches invite you because they don't even call your choir from a because if you call your choir to come and do it, you let those speaking in tongues and and that will not even meet the immediate. I don't think they are getting me. So it needs the got need. So we have to pick them on the outside.
Yes, because that's when we're not going to say that the church is not even supposed to satisfy Valentine needs. So why are we doing Valentine service at church? Well, we shouldn't even bother. I'm just saying that, because when you say that we're bringing Johnny Phil to church, I don't know. Don't you think Greer as a church?
We're just saying, no, Johnny did attend the church. I mean, at the EV, personally, I won't want to mention the name of the church, but if he's a believer, because a single love song, because we don't have Jesus in his songs and all those things, does not stop him from being a believer. So we should get that. He attends church, he's a good person. And he was in
part. We think the church. I know this person. Oh, okay.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that church was lead Valentine, we're celebrating love, we have you to the church and all. Instead of going to the club to do stuff in a different church, and he was invited, and everybody had a nice time. So I'm saying, because you might not be required to do it at that particular time. That's the thing, because
it's creation of the weekends.
It's good. I mean, it's good, but I really like end up, when you have too much, right? We just go to get right now, start spitting fire, and everybody just got that for God to do. What I'm saying is that secular songs that acceptable secular songs, like she said, there are songs that passes message, good message, would be to our leaders. Their head is not there. I mean, we have that sing to our leaders, nation, country. I mean, just to change things positively.
Shane, you said something that you know me, I'm going to be picking things that even people are saying. So, you mentioned that Valentine church, and I'm just like, you can have same places that you can also go to that is not in the church, because I don't really think that, the church is, by the time you start saying that we do Valentine in church and enjoy the drill and all this kind of things, it's not just going to permit things that shouldn't be acceptable in the church, but I don't want. Okay,
but I'll thought that. Is it wrong to have elders talk in church?
I'm
asking the doctor when not come and talk on health issues. Is it wrong or good?
What do you think? You're the nurse here. The Bible talks about, I wish above all things they being down there. So we're talking about health. It's something that if I'm in churches another time, sometimes we forget to bring this in. And I'm not
open to it. We are not talking about health because they know they won't stop. What I'm saying is, music is also a profession. Definitely, it's a profession, and nurse is a secular job. Whatever they're being is a secular job. Most of that's the truth. So we don't say because
we have people who sing about health.
Yeah, definitely. So we don't say because
so I always like because they're secular, we're not going to allow them to things there. So I think we're working out the right. It's probably there are secular songs and there are vulgar songs.
Yes.
Yes. So that maybe those vulgar to their secular. Maybe secular is like the umbrella, over every song, like A, B, C, D. Oh, okay, I'm not supposed to sing because secular song, I don't secular song, ABCD, children listen to ABCD because they want to learn. Okay, yeah. And then there are some secular songs that actually acceptable because they even honor God. You understand? They honor and glorify God, but probably because we don't hear Jesus in them. And there's a worship song that sing the honor from God. So this secular umbrella would say there are some worldly songs or there are some vulgar songs that we shouldn't listen to, or some secular songs that are acceptable to listen to as Christians.
If I would even need to deceive ourselves there, don't hear what the reception of anything. We are someone
posted something and said Christians ought to be comes to their wedding. I mean, because I can't imagine my friends calling me now and wants to anytime that them beep sing for me. You're not singing. I mean, which is sing it.
So as I was saying, my own take is this when it comes to this, and I don't know why on this, but this is the thing I was thinking about. We have people that say to edify the body. Definitely, I won't be mentioning names, but No, we have that. When they sing the song, people outside cannot believe what they are singing.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I feel that we also need people in the church rising up to do these things we call secular. Now, this is what I'm saying, not vulgar song. We need people to rise up so that in the church, that's what I'm saying now. People in the church to rise up to do these things so that people outside will be able to relate. It is something that will draw people outside to the church. It is something that will maintain them in the church.
Because I've got into research. It said that majority of the people you see outside singing secular songs came out of the church. Yeah. Most of the content creators we have now creating content is throughout all social media pages came up from the church. Yeah. And that was because they were not able to maintain them within the church. The church did not accept what they were
doing. I want to say something on that, I feel we should not give excuses for those that left the church because there was no room for them. Because this week, I feel we shouldn't give excuses for that because you need to be matured enough. I mean, I don't think I get to my point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we learn during training period. You have to be matured enough. Meanwhile, churches too should give room. But that is it. But not everybody. You should not trust anybody that just coming in. That is someone that on that good training.
Yeah.
So you that I can say, okay, I can vote for this person. I think I get to my point. And even if you are doing secular, if you are not talking about Jesus or whatever, record your songs, put it out there. No pastor will chase out of the church. Don't wait until, because I could pastor bring you to the other come and sing where you're never singing about Christ. Because that is what church is meant for.
Yes.
But that is not saying what that being is wrong. But you might not really have your platform in the church. Or you can have your, okay, I was talking about Wendy reception. We are definitely, I saw the post you were talking about. But why are we going to be listening to people outside in those? Because we don't really have people doing it in the church. Thank God for one of our brothers, open that just released his substance for our attention. Thank God for those guys. You can sing. I'm at event MC. Okay, I don't know. I'm at myself right now. But with that wedding, and that wedding, we had the wedding November last year. I know the guy so spiritual, the wife so spiritual, and they told us they don't want to do that kind of song. The song that was we really vibed to this song. Everybody sing that by so the Jimmy and one other song we just DJ all through. No vulgar song. We just did so, and we enjoyed ourselves. But we can't get out and be saying drink song. We will not spray money. No. What I'm saying. So what I'm saying is there are places for all these things. But we need people to rise up in church, how to say, to do several songs.
We have glorified and pipe with body. Now let's get them out of the case. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, so what I wanted to say, I remember going for a posting. It's like a kick posting, and I met someone there. And on his phone, he had a number of songs. This one were all the song that just keep your air rate so much stuff. Yeah, that, and they were Christian songs. Yeah, and I looked at him like, for Peter Alpha. He said something. He said, if it's going to bring, it was in a place where we had, it was like a building. Upstairs, it was 24/7 thing. The songs were going different. If you don't want to hear, you don't have a choice. We're going to listen. And they're not very great songs. Now, he said, if I'm going to bring in those people to church, I'm not going to go with them to stop playing R&B. So sorry for mentioning this. Well, I'm just trying to explain. Their songs are bad. Well, he had those songs that were Christian songs. They had an amazing vibe. Like, it was amazing. And the message was there about love, the love of Christ and everything. And it had really and it was able to use those songs to get them. So, I remember myself, so there was a time I was tempted. I just want to share this. I was a choir coach in school. The choir coach in school. So, apparently, I love this battle. I love all the songs. Her songs are nice. I love her voice and all. And this day too, like the devil just sat there. So yeah, comes down the web. I picked up my phone and I started downloading her. So I was singing, playing the USA. I was like, wow, I missed the song. And that's a point that I felt like, imagine one of my neighbors would come and say, my piece, I need this. And they just didn't evaluate in the USA. I started to believe that God, when will I be able to, but at the same time, they're actually Christian songs. songs that actually edify not just the ears and robots. It helps you and they are able to let you know. Yes. Looking at what she said, most of us means that when it's in the 21st century, we have kids that go to church, teenagers going to church, those that are abroad, not even in Nigeria. Most of these ministers are advancing day by day because they see the need to actually advance. If you stay at the level where you are, I don't think you'll be able to balance the 21st century teenagers and children. That's we have.
I was confused what she just said. Was it last year or a prior we had to do an outreach at the very in the London at the no she was very what I thought that say because it was really difficult for us to get a drive back up because they were begging people. So we got there, people told us that okay, anytime you happen to this, these guys don't allow Christian anything. Well, I told my dad, I said, because number one, our dressing was so different. I think I went with the crazy gene. I fell up on my bed. So, we used to. So when our people there, the first thing we did was to bring out our speakers at all. We got us to start playing songs that so we started playing. I forgot somebody goes, I can't rooftop from that. I can't remember. He get those, if at the point I was confused, I wish how the Christians said, but that's everybody came around, all those guys, they were around that odd. So before they knew what we were doing, we really entered into them. I mean, prayed for them, songs, baptized in the Holy Ghost, and everything. And we didn't get for that, everything, but something attracted them. Imagine going to that place and start playing. I start playing some songs. That was why I said that songs that edify. I mean, the believers, Christians, that we just have to listen to them. There are songs I play when I want to pray. Kind of someone out to pray. I won't be connected. There are songs so we have that space. But we want to reach out to people outside. We need to give them what we really bring them. And it's what we can do. No.
Okay, there's somewhere in that thing called reverse symptom. When you are in the draw symptom. But I don't want to go. I'm just like, okay, you really know what I mean. Okay. So my patient has been on drugs, addicted to drugs for a very long time. I are trying to, rehabilitate this person out of, you don't suddenly take off the door, you're going to kill that patient. What you do, apart from the gradual part, there are other things that are not exactly that much harmful that you replaced with. And gradually till this can take a year, it can take longer than that, depending on how, very, very, how serious the case is. But at that point, you don't just come and say, okay, now that you've given your life to Christ, I didn't know all the songs with the people. No, that's why it's so boredom. Not even just boredom. That's why it's so easy for them to just go back. Exactly, because they feel like, no, I'm not getting this. Especially most of the time, if you have some people, their own consecration and all might be different. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, someone like me, there was time I had a friend, actually named Fred Edwards song, and the song was I love all this hip hop stuff, and I was playing it around, and I had people say, why God, I still saved? I don't understand. I have to stop that song because of those words and all that makes you feel like Alicia is still fine like this. So I feel that that's for someone who is generally accepted as a gospel. Exactly. There's some of the gospel singers. I don't know. Sometimes they drop a song and they're like, they're like, what's that? Like the salvation is God. So I feel that sometimes it's important that that if you're trying to make this world something that everybody can live in peacefully, you might need to understand where people are coming from and what exactly they are saying. So what the three of you just talked about recently is something that I saw that haunting. I don't know if we know this part in the Bible where he went to a city and then he now used what was going on in that city. To bring them. But it's just that sometimes we just are so rigid and, so I just thought that look at us, bring that.
I think we are making this, I think we are now talking about hip-hops being songs. Yeah. Because there are other secular songs that are slow songs.
What I think that if you want to listen to a slow song, first listen to Buzzworship song. Because you know why? Business one.
Thank you.
I've always been a fan of Business one, and I was but I still listen to even Mr. One because I know her songs. I mean, I just play her songs and I'm just soaked in. One of the reasons why I think people try to be saved with songs is because they believe that there's a spirit. Everything. No, not lyrics like lyrics here. So imagine if you go and listen to someone probably that has depressive, not because you want to listen to, slow songs, And then with his fine, so I don't listening to Enya. I put this song like, and so people know. And I was like, no, she had to. And then I listened to some of them depressed. I don't know, but then the spiritual songs. That is, she sings the songs in Latin and all of that. Someone told me that they're spiritual songs and all of that. Well, me, I get depressed. Well,
you know what I'm going to say about that. It still boils down to that this song. Because now, before you can even listen to another song, check the track record. Like, it's not someone that will sing Bad Mama tomorrow and come back to sing a slow song today about love. Then yesterday when you check if there was one rubbish thing the person, because you can have an album and you have like 8 tracks and one of the tracks is sing, the other 7 are rubbish. That is a no. Okay. I don't know, I guess.
Sorry, let me say something here. What about somebody that, because I don't want to mention names, that, somebody that got saved. And as soon as the person got saved, the person released an album. And everybody was like, let's accept him into the church. Let's accept him into the church.
Personally,
yeah.
I don't know.
The person I'm talking about, somebody
personally, my own view on that. I love him.
Okay.
Glory to God, somebody came. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I love. I know of someone like that. Yeah. Very pleasure. I love it because he came and everybody bought everything. But I never listened to what. Now, not because I don't love it here. It's back and everything. But I think we should give space. There should be a track record. Because this thing is so. I don't know. Sometimes I'm always careful when I'm on this kind of stuff because I don't know where this thing will get. But the truth of the matter is, somebody has been very deep in something for years.
Yeah.
He has built that kind of life for years. And just next thing, no, you can't. No, my pastor says something. You're a doctor. I mean, for you to be a doctor, you need to spend. No, I'm not saying you don't get my point. What I'm saying is like, I love him. I love what he does. I mean, the person I don't know if I'm very upset about. But the thing I'm talking about is, I love him. I know what he's been doing and everything. Maybe because I didn't like me, I haven't find anything. Either Christian or maybe I don't like. I like full stop right from time. So maybe that's why I didn't really buy to what the person, whatever I saying. But I'm saying that anybody you want to trust, want to give, because anybody you give your ears to, has a life. I mean, as they definitely. So anyone you want to trust for all those kind of things, please let it be someone that has what track record. Like what I'm saying, don't just bite into this person. I checked it not because of the kind of father I have, spiritual father I have. My spiritual father will say, I cannot bring anybody on this or that one time song. Does not track record. Because you can sing a song tomorrow, and everyone not this and it. We didn't hear it yesterday, and we don't know what you're going to do tomorrow. So we have to wait for.
Yeah, I used to see there was one tradition. He was on her end. Well, she's a secular artist. That's
you get my point.
But I was singing as worshiping church. Now we Brady I jumped it up. I know some boy
So I don't know about the saying the main vows about the kind of things when something is wrong about it is wrong. When something is right. But the truth of the matter is you still have to, like a person I was talking about that sings love songs and everything. This track record, I've listened very well. His whole life is just love. I mean, that is his.
So he's like, teach. That's
the same thing. So if you're not the person cannot go and be giving that is no thing. And we have another person. I want me to be well. And then another person too that sings about love, about wedding. I mean, and that's what most of us be doing our work. I'm not married yet, so I say that's what most people do. That's what most people listen to when you want to give your that particular reception period. You want to get nasty or peaceful, but listen to him and everything. To be difficult for me to come and play somebody so that is chanting during that period. You get my point. It's difficult, and so
not impossible though.
No, for me, I ran for me. For me. No, you can't. There's a section for that, but not when you want to kiss your bride. You just there's a place for that technically. And I've always had the picture of when I'm married. There'll be some times before I start having kids. There'll be sometimes my wife and I will do that. when it's not time for prayer. It's not time for definitely when it's not time for prayer. Because I know that we are just full of people. We are agenda. So we just play simple thing that will not put us in this spiritual food that for start. No, I'm trying to be realistic.
You're speeding that. I know speed up as like every time, every day.
Okay. All right. So something that not puts me. I mean, put us well. Whatever we do, my mind is spiritual. Definitely. But anyway, think about it's spiritual. So, but at that particular time, there are songs for when we want to pray in the morning, you know what to play. You know, so I was like, I'm still on this matter. There people right. Don't judge. Jesus is good. Even at the back, no, definitely. Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus, even that
your lyrics of the song does not make there's nothing in all the speed. That's why it doesn't even make you verifying Jesus.
Just put it just now we can buy it in church.
Yeah, check the content of people's hearts while singing the song. So I think I also want to ask here, is it that there are some kind of beats that I know? Because like maybe some beats are acceptable only around it. I think like you can now Christian church. If you're playing something that doesn't give them a vibe church, I think when you're playing people say when the pastor is preaching, some people sleep. Are you sure that what's not now going to be a problem of church entering to the world? I think about that. But nevertheless, we now have new churches, the new generation churches. It's teenage churches. Church becomes boring. It's not exactly church becomes boring.
Can I say something about that?
You know, because
we need to be careful of making our churches a user-friendly church.
Yeah.
That's key.
Because
we have to be careful about making church a user-friendly church. I mean, how do you have... Why can't it be a week where there are people out by them time you have to think in the why don't you go to church?
Like,
but the truth about everything. I'm serious. Now, see, when it comes to beats, I've been very confused about that thing. But the truth of the matter is,
looking at that say for gold wrong. Nowadays, if you enter churches and you have listening here, maybe you're into music, you have listening here, you would hear what's saying.
You know what they do? You know what we do in my church? We don't even use talking drum every week. We use it on our first Sunday service. And the person that needs to play talking drum is a member, is a trained person.
Yes.
He comes for rehearsal.
Someone that will be giving
he comes for rehearsal. He will play whatever he's going to play. Because
see,
we do like
this thing that you state is like someone who is trained. Yeah, but you might have someone in my client trying to minister, and then a guy is on the keyboard, and then the guy on the keyboard now begins to play something outside, because that's what he has been exposed to. I think that there should be that pop silently where
I was telling about my brother, the other stuff was this. Imagine this Baba that didn't go that anything. Well, we just say everybody shouting it, thinking it's sweet or but
I'm sorry that you love to go on this heat, it got the line. Yeah. Waste this absolute.
I don't know about beats as well as that, it's split in the church, but all the beats is there. Your mind is good.
It sounds now. We know.
I mean, at that time, your brain shifted.
It still comes down to me. But the truth about it is that if you're not careful, you won't go with the flow.
That's what I'm saying now. Your mind will just be bad. But
some people say that they listen to secular songs not because of the lyrics, but because of the beats.
Yeah.
So when you're now saying that, I enjoy the beats. So I guess secular beats. That's what I'm saying. Because now, remember I told you about a song, particularly for me, I love people. I love songs that has to, bring out all the bass and all that. So, energy. To me, it's going to be the people. There's someone I love particular celebration in it. Little Blaze. I love him. Yeah. So much. The songs, and it doesn't mean that there's a particular, song he sang recently. And I had a time where I had tears in my eyes. It was unhealthy, very bouncy and all. But the message was just, I needed to feel that along that language. And that was what I felt. I think I would agree with you that they're actually secular people. Yeah. Okay, so I think that I wouldn't see that they're secular beats. I would say that there are beats, but then songwriters are different from people who create the team.
They also professional.
Do you understand? So if we have people, you know, as she was saying, that if you have people from the church that, you know, they want to do hip hop, but they get the tune, you know, from Holy Spirit. For example, you know, Gaze Baba that we're talking about, none of the songs that I listen to led me to another song. No, yes.
You know the issue we have is people sell beats. I mean, I can just I'm just in my studio, put beats together and sell. But because Christian people, thank God things are changing. The only song we do have those songs, Stay Behind the Flower, do all those things. Then no, not me, that's changed me. Now, so we can't, sometimes we might not be able to afford to buy those beats or anything. I'm coming out to those beats or do those kind of jobs. I tell you what, this is me. If I'm selling clothes, I don't sell clothes to just believers. I sell to anybody. Definitely, I sell to anybody. I think we get my point. As in, no, you don't only take believers. You know that can afford what you want to give. So at that time, the beat is going to get to someone that will make it go viral. And at the end of the day, our musicians too, they want to learn beats. I mean, they want to bring something, and they can only learn it from the beats that is viral. Except those that are disciplined enough and those that are hardworking and want to.
That's good. That's calling them in the church comes from here. Now, I would like to give an example. I feel it's teenagers that are teenagers. So there's this thing about them that when they come to Sunday service, they have the mindset that, oh, we're on this church to go and dance. Monday service here. So that's 30 minutes into the service, we must dance. Praise and worship. If you don't give up. So once you're not in line with what they want, they'll see them. So I think the church, when you know fraud, because you know that thing is the reason why we are having issues in generations to come. By the time we begin to know the place of the word of God, because that's what church is for. It got to the point that I had to tell them we will no longer have praise. There is anything that has to do with Jim beats. So it's either we just go through worship and we just listen to the word. I had to find a way to bring them back. Then we'll have maybe one day give us Sunday way now. Come on, I have to draw the line.
Funny enough, we do praise and worship for 1 hour. Every something so to good. No, definitely that's what we do. I mean,
it's how many hours you said this? No, it's small, so you can't run it.
It's a covenant. We do 1 hour praise. Enjoy ourselves in the presence of God. After then, I'm not sure I don't. It might be happening. I'm not saying. I'm not sure I've seen where I get tired of the word. I'm telling you, because though in my own case, my own case, my case is more like it's cool. I don't really get my point. It's more like it's cool. You can't see. That's what I'm still saying. In every church, I think we need to really get the culture of training our people. This is it was into training. Praise is not bad. Worship is not bad. I mean, we are giving steps to God. We are dancing. We are dancing. I mean, we are dancing.
So here's ask you there.
Because
so,
dance.
Yeah.
I know. You see, dancing. What I say about dancing is this. It's still like anybody that is looking something viral. All this dance that we are seeing today, do you know that unconsciously some people might have been doing that dance before? What? Because that's no need. So because someone came today, I gave it a name that this, then we tag it to be. Then he will take it in what he does.
This person something saying, and this dance came from.
And so I think if all dance are, for my own party, what dance are, because the better dance that we dance today are dances that we go for. You can't tell me that there's a dance. I mean, if there's anyone that got a dance from the Eagles that come back. No, I have somebody in my church that I'm blessed to be in that church. I have somebody in my church that has the dance from the Eagles that if I did like person is watching, person so don't let me just keep. Let me just keep out. I mean, when you see that, and when he got married, both of them started doing it. Himself and his wife just see there's something that's happened there. The power is there. But actually, what I'm saying here is this dancing. Well, they keep on.
Words that are not inspired with this.
If you want to say that, okay, I think I absolutely disagree with you. If you want to say that, so that are not inspired by the Holy Ghost, that means almost all these dances out there that are dancing today I know it's fine because if you tell them,
So what kind of
that's me so.
I don't want to say I do anything kind of dance, but I've seen in videos. Someone uploaded a video where there was this church congregation and this lady was shaking her body in such a way that she was distracting all the
That one. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about, you know.
They're actually, I'm saying videos. I've seen videos on YouTube where, dances where, and then they tell us that we were demon, inspired dance or whatever. We shouldn't care for such.
Definitely. No, definitely. What I'm saying there is this. I'm not even going deeper. I'm not even going deeper.
You didn't why are doing choreography.
All those dance, you get what my point. I don't know how to dance, so I might know you didn't know how to make them. There's this dance that they are dancing, but like that. Which one? It's the.
I
know how they dance.
I think that this is what I saw people do.
Okay, so I don't know if I can get. I do that one. You know that. People dance.
You also not wearing the footballs.
If you dance to that, they do really never.
In church, they be like, this your father, you want to learn.
Tell you to say your father, what up?
No boundaries.
Go funny to them. Because I don't know this or that. Because we have this.
I didn't know right now that
because your father would downward it because you have to that when I be like your father, your mother. Because these are steps. And do you know that I don't know how to dance at all? But sometimes I just want to do something. I don't know. I don't think about it because I don't watch music videos or this. I don't know. But I want to do it on my own. That just move like I just want to tell me that I'm dancing.
And I really am not dancing for a program. I was called that program. I had if I wanted to be led to Christ all over again. I'm serious. I think there was a day minister for to sell of that in the body of Christ. You need to put a check on this kind of things because when you see your children begin to exhibit some things, I think you need to draw the line. Because we have lots of young girls just to be who and communicated. Yeah, because of your consecration. Okay, when consecration, Victoria, can't I say that I'm dancing, whatever it is, I don't need to glorify God. And that. Yeah, well, sometimes it's quite deep for me. Like I think my consecration to buckets. Yeah, because you are so personal. Yeah, so consecration.
But those father dance that dance it. Where did you get it? Is it from the one you can dance? I mean, I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be.
Yes, also because I don't have about dance steps, so I can. It means nothing. Every dance that you can love for you.
Because at the end of the day, during your wedding that you will dance, and you don't still find God. I mean, God is.
I know anything about David. Everybody wants to dance to David. They look that way. Dance. Dance is my and. And David is into something. David, we don't know the dance that David does. Blah 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 blah. We should be careful of. There's a whole lot of thing out there. Then the one is dancing this way because you say, okay, after all, if you don't know how David danced, or if you don't know, it's not Holy Spirit inspired. Blah blah blah. And then I can dance whichever way I want to dance. I mean,
like what she said now. I won't give that. You might be in church. You don't believe in finances over there. I can buy blood pressure or gosh, we. They're shifting in a different way. That one, only a fool will say that is right. No, that see, that was a really even need
that's because person is an age.
Yes, I think that
there's a whole lot of down guys do it. That's this dance. Like, I understand, yeah. I'll sneak it in the comment section. We really want to know, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think that, there are acceptable dancing steps out? Do you think that I can dance, what these steps in that sense of the word and I'm glorifying God? Guys, we need to wrap this up. Please, let us know your final thoughts, secular songs, dance steps. Let us really know, your thoughts in one second. Let's start. Okay, regarding all of this, yeah, because it looks like a very shaky topic. Yeah, and if you get on board of it, I feel that as a Christian, as a believer, know what to draw cloud. Oh no. Search within your heart whatever you feel is not right. If it's not right, if it doesn't go, don't do you. But if you feel okay, you're fine with this, I'll never wait to kill you. If you feel and you're waiting everyone. But if you feel it's not right, then don't do it. But if you feel that it's to make another person fall or fall into temptation, that's another thing on its own. Don't bother doing it. Just go with your flow naturally and be good.
I love the definition of concept.
But it's a very I think that, like I said, your consecration should restrict you from doing some things. Your consecration should even should restrict you from going to some parties.
Yeah.
Yes. She was you. And then you know why the Bible says that we should not be conformed to this world, although we should be transformed by the renewing of our minds. The things that we listen to are very key. They form our lives, they form our heartbeat, our behavior, and all of that. So we should really be careful about, the things we listen to about the behavior of our lives. Thank you. I'll just like to add to all that has been said there. It really matters who you are as a person. The wonder why I say this is because first, you must learn not to segregate. This, from this, you say a lot of people are judgments and all that is going to come into this. And these are things that apply to the body and other mind. So I feel that, when you talk about dancing and singing, first, as a believer, irrespective of any type of song you like, if a song is not, it's not the kind of song that edifies you, blesses your heart, and even another baby will listen to us and say, wow, I love this song, it blessed me. I don't think it should. Yes, you love those kind of things. I told you about my experience with Demi Lovato. I love Demi Lovato and all that, but I had to just say, okay, for the sake of the fact I'm leading some people, I should not. So it matters a lot to what you listen to. It especially being that, but irrespective of what you like. Yes. Thank you. But that's that part of the Bible where it says that whatever you teach should be practical.
All right, so let me bring my water. I think I'm going to say something the first one, but I said, and that is please. With saying all this thing that I think that is what I've been hammering on. Let people rise in the church. When they'll sit down in the coffin of the because we're having church beyond the four walls. So let's do these things. Like I said, betray definitely. Then you can do your songs. Don't just say, okay, you just really want to. Yes, we need songs with dance to about the reception. If we need dance, yes, definitely we need songs with dance. We need songs with entertainment. That's true.
Christian,
another thing, let them rise up. Let them rise. Let them rise from the church. Because here we are talking about music. So let them rise from the church and let us do these things with the mindset of taking over for Christ.
Yes.
So if we have guys like that, go sit down with the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. You get beats. Let the beats from horse. Let us with our own beats go. Fire up. Let them get it from horse. Yeah. Then let them get the dance from us. It's because we are not doing what we are supposed to. That's why we are learning from them. Yeah. But they can also learn from us. So all the result of all the things we are seeing now is because we are not doing what we are supposed to do. We are not diligent enough. So let us sit down. Let us go. He's the best. You don't understand God. He will teach all things. For those ones exist, that means we have the original. Yeah. But I'm not thinking the original go viral. And the last thing I'm going to say with this is still my 1 second. The other way to say with this is this. If I see Fumi Mark sharing something about her as a believer, let me share it.
Yes.
Let me promote it. That is how it will go viral.
Number 3.
Somebody had a concert at O2 sometimes ago. I can tell you that the largest population that will be there will be Christians.
Definitely. Yeah? Yes. All right. On the phone, the generation they would feel this. We be Christians.
So if I see someone being exposed, and this is it again, because we see what we share people that I don't know, you don't think that.
Excellent. Yeah.
I'm very funny. People know me. If I want to do a program, I can pay like 5 graphic designers. I will pick the best. There's these like that I explain now. I have like 5 of them. I have to just look. I need to prepare me check before I can post. So what am I saying? If they are doing anything, do it effortlessly well. Then as a believer, please let's share. That's why it goes viral. Even if we have only 10 people checking your status, 10 plus, 10 plus, 10 plus, 10 plus, that's 50. We reshare. So let us encourage each other. We are not competing here.
Yeah.
The mental goal is still the kingdom.
Yes.
So I think these are the things we have to do. We don't want to do it. So please let's support each other. Let's make peace go viral. And use it as a ringtone. That is the way people just
Challenges.
do challenges. So somebody is preparing for it.
Yeah.
That's not to make it go viral. I think that
Thank you so much for your 1 second guys. Like that was really one of what's the consecration, the place of diligence, the place of excellence, trainings, and the place of also considering other believers. We really want to know, what you think, that are watching this video. We want to know what your thoughts are. We would also like you to, share the video, subscribe if you have not yet. This one that I promote this one. Yeah. You're after our truth. Yeah. Christians are always, I don't know, are we shy? We're always withdrawn.
Don't be shy.
So I'm coming out of that. So thank you so much, for being with me on this board with this topic. And yes, see you in the comment section. See you in the next episode. Thank you. We love you. Love you. Bye.